Let's now have a look at the VAT posting groups. And in the previous lesson on the general posting groups, we already saw that we could link VAT posting groups to the general posting groups. And that's because they are using the same concept. Let's have a look. So if you're selling and purchasing and you need to process VAT, the system of course needs to know to which GL accounts VAT amounts can be posted, and deductible VAT, payable VAT, and so on. And that's something that we do by setting up VAT posting groups. And the concept is similar to the one of the general posting groups, like I just said. So also in case of VAT, we will ask two questions: who and what. Who to sell to, who to buy from, what to sell and what to buy. But in this case, of course, we will have to take into account VAT requirements, the legal VAT requirements of a specific region or a country. But again, the concept is the same. So and once that we have these VAT posting groups, we will also combine them in the VAT posting setup. But let's start with looking at the VAT posting groups itself. So here in this case, I will start with the VAT business posting group. And again, also this is a question to the answer: who do we sell to, who are we buying from? And in this case, you will see that we have domestic, EU, and export. So based on the VAT requirements of Krones International, they will need to make the difference between selling and purchasing from domestic, EU, and other customers and vendors, so not in the EU. So this is of course linked to customers and vendors. So on a customer card, you can assign the VAT business posting group, and similar on a vendor card. Then we have the VAT product posting group. So if I go and look for the VAT product posting group, there we go. You can see here the three VAT product posting groups that our demo company has set up: no VAT, VAT 10, and VAT 25. So you can see here that the VAT product posting group is pointing to the VAT rate. So for example, 10%, 25%. And in most countries, the VAT product posting group is also pointing at the type of transaction. For example, goods, services, investments, and so on. You see, so it's really defining the product, but from a VAT perspective. And of course, the VAT perspective, very important, is pointing at the VAT rate. So to what do we need to assign the VAT product posting groups? Well, everything that is a product and that should require VAT calculation. So in first place, of course, items. So if you go to an item, and if Krones is, for example, selling bicycles, they should charge VAT to the customer, and that's done based on the VAT product posting group. So here you can see VAT 25, which means that they're charging 25% of VAT on bicycles. Then also resources, of course. So it's quite similar to the general product posting groups we saw. So if I go back to the resource Linda, you can see VAT 10, which means that when selling services of Linda, we are charging 10% of VAT. Then again, you have the GL account. So in this case, if I look for an expense account, and if I open the account, you can see here VAT 25. So this is a cleaning expense account, which means that if we receive the invoice from the vendor will charge us VAT. And the system should be able, of course, to calculate, to process the VAT, which in this case is done based on the 25% rate. And it will be deductible VAT when posting, for example, the purchase invoice. And then we also have the item charge. If I go to item charge, remember we used item charges, for example, to charge freight or restock charges, whatever. Also there you can see here the VAT product posting group. And because if we're being charged freight by the vendor, then of course also here the system needs to be able to calculate the VAT percentage on these freight charges. So these are the different types of master data to which we can or we have to assign a VAT product posting group. In the practice of this lesson, you can create and assign a new VAT product posting group.